here in the second game, and Mafua will go back to serve. Kashopo remains in that front row along with Kaufman, along with Otonero. Serving is Mafua, dug up by Kotoyori. Ball is just pushed over, that time by Nawahine. Good save, diving save, that time by Kai Hui. And then Kotoyori, in trying to save the ball, didn't really get any altitude, and it died.
And Laycock, the setter, could not get underneath it. There you see Coach Wilfred Novolta.
He also teaches golf.
Yes.
It's a great job.
He's a professor at the university and has numerous classes that he teaches.
That ball will go over the tape, but it will land out. 16-7, Hawaii leading.
This is the first time that BYU, Coach Novolta, has run a 6-2 offense. He said it's a completely different strategy. You have 2 setters and 6 hitters. Otonero
off the tape that time, hit the cable and it went out. So Hawaii has doubled up on Brigham Young, 16-8. Serving is Kotoyori. Mafua sets up Kashopo. Kashopo really, I mean, that was a shotgun of a hit.
It sure was, and she takes that 2-step driving approach to the ball and just annihilates that ball through the block.
Serving will be Kaufman. 17, serving 8. Kaufman gets it in. Kotoyori in the air. There's Nawahine. Wakaosi gets it across. Kaufman, Nafua, and that ball just is hit over by Otonero. Hawaii has another chance at it. Otonero off the block. Saved there by Forsythe. Kaufman sets up Otonero again, and this time it worked.
And 2 sets by Amber Kaufman. She just went in there and did such a nice job. That's where you see the chemistry and things coming together, when she can step in and take that ball and put up a nice set for Otonero.
Hawaii leading by double digits here in the second game. Serving is Kaufman. Dug up again by Kotoyori. Two-handed over by Vea. Hawaii with the big advantage here. They set up Otonero, and that's another point. That went off. Kotoyori.
Kubi Otonero with her 9th kill in 18 attempts, just slicing and dicing up in the front court.
19-8. Hawaii leading Brigham Young, Hawaii. Kaufman serves. That ball is dug up by Wakaosi, but not able to handle that ball was Vea and also Laycock.
Well, just some confusion and no communication. The setter should be known to take that second ball unless she calls for help. Everybody get out of the way.
Serving again is Kaufman, and this one doesn't make it over the table. Kaufman screams in frustration.
11 service errors for the Rainbow Wahine tonight.
Here's Roseanne Vea, Ane Vea's sister. So Roseanne will serve. Mafua sets up Forsythe, and Forsythe able to pound that ball. Bounced it off the block, 21-9. So timeout. Brigham Young, Hawaii. We'll pause along the network here. Hawaii with another commanding lead. The 76 leaderboard is sponsored by 76 Gasoline. Provided in Hawaii by locally owned Mid-Pac Petroleum. 2009 WAC assist leaders, Danny Mafua from Hawaii, Shibley from Idaho, DeFries from New Mexico State, Foles from Utah State, and Nesselhuff from Boise State. 21-9, Hawaii winning the first game, 25-14. Here's Otonero. Gets it in. Kotoyori digs it up. Ball is pushed over by Baroker. And then that goes off Mafua and out. So 21-10. Huckvale comes back into the front row along with Baroker. And serving will be Soto. In the air by Otonero, chased down by Mafua. And Kashopo. I was wondering where that double block was because that was really long in developing.
It was.
Kashopo made it work.
And she did a nice job. Very difficult ball to hit coming over her shoulder, not really seeing the court in front of her.
22-10. Serving is Brandt. Yori gets it to the middle to Fakaosi. That'll be returned by Danielson. That's in the air by Brandt. Danielson again over the double block, and that's in.
And Hawaii just playing some real united volleyball right now. They are very in sync and together.
Serving is Brandt. Outside. And that ball hit out by Baroker. So it's 24-10. Aloha ball in game 2. And serving will be Stephanie Brandt.
And that's a rare occasion. You don't see that, and especially from her, number 1 and number 2 on game point.
Baroker to serve. Danielson guides it to Brandt. Sets up Catherine Fowler. That ball is pushed over. Hawaii with the advantage. Danielson hits it off Baroker. They're not going to get it. 25-11. Hawaii wins game 2. The commissioner of the Western Athletic Conference is walking around somewhere. We're going to try to track him down. Back at the stand, Cheryl Hunter.
Taking a quick look at Elizabeth Kaihui just scrambling all over the court defensively. And mind you, this is all on one play. The junior libero just having a fantastic night so far with 10 digs. Not only doing a great job, but having a lot of fun.
Coming up at the end of this match, a player from each team will be selected as the most outstanding. The most valuable player is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii. Laycock to serve to start game 3. Hawaii looking for the sweep. Kaihui Mafua. Ball is hit over by Forsyth, and it's 1-0 Hawaii.
And Forsyth hitting perfect right now. 4 kills and 0 errors.
Serving will be Danielson. The ball dug up by Fakaosi. Goes to Wilkinson. That's blocked back. Fakaosi sets up Bea. Puts it over left-handed. That'll be returned. Danielson, Mafua, Farrell. Farrell with good court vision that time. Just a little shot put shot.
Farrell also hitting perfect at 6 kills and 0 errors. 7 attempts. Mixing things up with that little tip shot.
Serving is Danielson. Ball is hit over by Wahine. Danielson in the back row to Mafua. Ball is just touched over that time by Kashopo. That'll be returned. Wahine gets it into the double block, and they tried the elbow save. And too many elbows.
And Wahine sounds like she's from here, but she's actually from Fruitland, Idaho. Her parents are from here and has plenty of relatives out in Laie. So she decided to come to college out here.
Kotoyori serving. Danielson, Mafua. Ball is almost mishit that time by Forsyth. Wahine, that's blocked. Forsyth was there along with Kashopo.
And that's a big block, 6'3" and 6'4". A very well-formed block at that. Forsyth getting, I think, all of it.
Hewitt now has come into the front row, replacing Forsyth. Lee serves. Ball is hit over by Vea. That's saved by Mafua. In the air by Lee. And the big hit by Farrell. That's Farrell when it's in her wheelhouse.
Exactly. When it's in her wheelhouse or her location, she definitely drives a hard ball.
Hawaii leading 4-1. Lee serving Kotoyori to Laycock. Ball is hit over by Fakaosi, chased down by Mafua. Hit over by Farrell. Laycock is there. Fakaosi behind the 3-meter line, saved by Lee. Mafua back set. Kashopa. And Kashopa hits that off for Roker.
And doing a great job getting outside the BYU block. Completely penetrating over the net there.